it was interesting, Reese. I was on Instagram. I sent you this video, and a video came up from 2008 of Beyonce singing "America the Beautiful" at Obama's inaugural concert.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched the entire video in full. And I got to tell you, it got me so sad.
Mm.
And I know that things weren't perfect under Obama. I know we weren't post racial. But there was a feeling, Reese, that we were more united.
Mm-hmm.
There was a feeling, not saying that we had perfection, but there was a feeling of progress.
Yeah.
And that's what I always ask for, not perfection, but progress.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I saw all these artists on the stage: Tom Hanks, George Lopez, Bono. Then they scanned the crowd and all types of folks in the crowd. It just felt so beautiful. All these people on the stage. I mean, and I wasn't a McCain supporter, but McCain took the loss with grace.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2008, gosh, I think I was 28 years old, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at it now. Michael Bublé, uh, Mary J. Blige, some beautiful kids singing in a choir, Sheryl
Mm-hmm.
Crow. It really saddened me that we're here in
Mm-hmm.
2024.
Yeah.
And again, I just want to be clear. I'm not saying perfection, but it was
Mm-hmm.
just so beautiful to see.
Mm-hmm.
And this is before terms like DEI and CRT and freaking Doge, like all this stuff, all these things that are just tearing us apart, all this
Mm-hmm.
chaos tearing us apart. Is this going to be our Reconstruction era that we look back on and we say, "Wow, that was a good time. It appeared not perfect, but it appeared that we were going in the right direction." And we sign an Equal Pay for Women Act. We get the James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Act signed in 2009. Immediately begins to clean up the economy.
Mm-hmm.
Unemployment is slashed in half. We get Obamacare. We get the Affordable Care Act.
Mm.
He captures Osama bin Laden, like on every metric.
Yeah, he was doing
And
good.
and and Obama wasn't fiending, or he wasn't somebody fanning the flames of
No, he was not a
racial animosity.
flamethrower.
Not at
Mm-mm.
all.
Mm-mm.
Not at all. And I tell you, Reese, it's how far we've fallen. It doesn't have
Mm-hmm.
to be this way. I say it all the time. I want everybody to be free. I want everybody to be happy. I don't want anybody to not have dental care. I don't want anybody to not have a a a fair wage.
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody to be able to go to school and learn and not go to school hungry. I was on the free lunch program.
Mm-hmm.
I only went to public schools. I grew up in the Reagan era.
Mm-hmm.
And it really saddened me to see how beautiful that looked and the optimism that we had. Again, I want to say, I normally get some calls. Well, I know it wasn't perfect, but it felt like we had new leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And if only we would have continued that enthusiasm, who knows how we could be right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Check out that video I sent you, Reese. It really saddened me. I was just like, wow, this feels
I was
like
there. I was there.
for that concert.
Uh-huh. I was there
Oh,
for
I went to the
inauguration.
inauguration, but I didn't stay for the concert. It was too cold. Oh, you were
Uh-huh.
at for that concert. Oh,
I was at the
wow.
concert. I was at the mall that day. I
I was at the
was,
mall that day, and there on that day at the mall. Would you agree? I was in the
oh,
press section. There was a feeling. It was a
oh yeah.
feeling there.
It was
Black
the
folks, white
whole
folks,
area. I
the whole
mean,
area, all of DC.
all of DC. It was just euphoria. It was absolutely euphoric. And um it was beautiful. It was united. It was optimistic. It was hope and change and all that good stuff. And I was at the inauguration. I went to one of the inaugural balls as well. And that was
Mm.
really, really exciting. J Lo and Mark Anthony performed at that one. And I felt a little bit of that magic um, when Kamala was first announced as the nominee. I felt a little bit of that magic. It felt like that at the DNC. It felt like this could be something, you know. Um, and here we are. So we just don't fight. We just don't fight. We don't fight until it's just catastrophic. Because remember when Obama came in, it was a catastrophic economic collapse. You know, Bush should never have gotten reelected, okay? Because he fucked up 9/11. But he went on ahead and got reelected. Things were not good in the country. And so people was like, nah, abort
People were
mission, we got to
losing their
change course.
jobs. It
Yes,
was an economic
housing.
collapse.
Yes.
I got fired from my job. Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like we just get too comfortable. You know, I see people say things like, we're not our ancestors. And it's like, we're not. We are bitch asses compared to our ancestors. We are so fucking comfortable and complacent and disillusioned with the most minimal slight, any little slight. And it's curtains. It's oh, I'm throwing in the towel. I don't want to deal with it. I'm not, I can't vote for her. I can't vote for whoever. So no, we're not our ancestors. We're not built like them, unfortunately. Because even if we had an ounce of our ancestors in us, Trump would never been in office because it would have been 60-70% turnout. And he would have never been able to get in. But because we ain't built like that, and because we only respond in moments of catastrophe, um, and we don't do what we need to do to maintain and hold on to the gains that we make, then that's how we end up back in the cycle of now all's my life I had to fight. Now we trying to
Mm-hmm.
get back to some shit where we didn't have to come from behind again and again and again. We could have just kept on that progression path that you said. It's not perfection, but it was moving forward. We would have been moving forward with Vice President Kamala Harris. But now, good luck.
Yeah.
But now the
Fascinating.
problem is not just, oh, you know, the economy is in decline. Oh, we have a healthcare. Now we are living in what they would love to see is Jim Crow 2.0. Now we're living in what they would love to see as apartheid. So now we are literally going in a direction that is about dismantling our capacity to progress again as long as they're in office. That's what is so much more distressing. This isn't about a debate about, oh, do I like tax cuts for the wealthy or do I like tax cuts for the poor?
No, it's
Do
not.
I like Medicare for all? Do I like private insurance? Do I like school choice or do I like this? We're talking about dismantling the framework of our country that
Mm-hmm.
allows people who are not the majority. That's been my whole premise of this country is that you don't get to just steamroll over people because you have the numbers on your side. You people who are in the minority are supposed to have some sort of protection, some sort of recourse. And
Obama didn't steamroll. Biden didn't steamroll.
no, they color within the lines. They color
Yeah.
within the lines. So it's unfortunate because now this isn't just a debate on policy. We're past that point. Now we're talking about a complete framework of our country that's being dismantled, including the Constitution, by the way. Because if Trump is like, fuck it, I don't have to abide by it, then it doesn't exist anymore in a way that's meaningful. It's fine if as long as nothing go wrong. It's kind of like, if you fly on Spirit Airlines, you book a flight on Spirit and it's like, Spirit is cool. It's dirt
Right.
ass cheap. If you can bundle the shit and you might come ahead. But God forbid you miss your flight or some shit go
Mm-hmm.
down where you don't get to follow the rules exactly. Then you got a big fucking problem. Then you're gonna remember, oh, see, that's why I don't fuck with Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because shit don't go right. So that's basically where we're heading to. The country is about to be Spirit motherfucking Airlines. If you follow the rules and you can do everything accordingly, you might be okay. You might make it to your destination okay. But as second that you need a little bit of grace, a little bit of, oh, I wasn't able to do this exactly like that, you're fucked. But the only difference is you can't go book on Southwest, you can't go book on America, you can't go book on Delta. You just fuck.